R2D2 is back with another robot featuring game, and that game is Dark Cavern for your Atari 2600. Let's go ahead and take Dark Cavern, pop it in my Atari 7800 Pro system, and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Dark Cavern was published by M Network and carries a copyright year of 1982. It is based on the Intellivision game Night Stalker, and when Telegames re-released the 2600 game later on, they did so under the Night Stalker name. Dark Cavern was programmed by Hal Finney, who also made the Intellivision classic Space Battle, which I reviewed in episode 310. According to the manual, the object of the game is to avoid the blobs, spiders, and robots, and destroy as many of them as you can. Your man is trapped in the cavern. There's nowhere to hide. Escape the creature bites and keep away from robot fire. Shoot to destroy, rack up points. It's a bitter fight to the end. Dark Cavern is a single-screen action game for one player only. You can use the left difficulty switch to affect the difficulty of the game. The game is more difficult when the switch is in the A position and much easier when it's in the B position. You start the game leaving the bunker, but unlike the Intellivision version, once you leave you cannot go back inside. You use the joystick to move your man and press the button to fire in the direction you are moving. When you are moving in long corridors, your man will not stop moving in that direction unless he hits a wall or you change directions with the joystick. In the maze, there are three types of enemies. The moving wiggles are blobs. If you touch them, they will absorb some of your bullets from your gun. You start the game with 20 bullets, but you can pick up guns that appear in the maze to get 10 more bullets each time. You are able to hold up to 99 bullets. The next enemy is the spider. If he touches you, you will not be harmed, but you will be paralyzed momentarily. The main enemy in the game are the robots. They can fire at you and their bullets can destroy other enemies as well. On the standard difficulty, the robots only have one head and can only fire in front of them, so it's possible to chase them down from behind without fear of getting shot. Once your score reaches 20,000 points, or if you are playing on the higher difficulty level, two-headed robots will show up that can shoot both ways. However, you don't really see two heads, but rather the two-headed robot turns their heads back and forth rather quickly. The robots start purple in color. If you shoot them, you get 1,000 points, and any remaining robots on screen turn red as long as no other robots enter the maze. Shoot a red robot and you get 2,000 points, and any remaining robots on the screen turn green. Shoot a green robot and you get 3,000 points, and any remaining robots on the screen will turn yellow. And if you shoot a yellow robot, you get 5,000 points plus another man. But every time a robot enters the screen, all the other robots revert back one color. You get no points for shooting the spider or the blob. On both sides of the screen are entrances, where new creatures will appear after you've destroyed one. Unfortunately, you cannot use these to wrap around the screen like you can in Pac-Man. Another important thing for me to mention is that robots can fire after you shoot them, but before they are fully destroyed, so it's very possible for a robot to take you down with them. You start the game with 5 lives. On the top of your screen is your score, and on the right, the purple number shows how many bullets you have left, and the white number shows how many men you have left. Graphically speaking, outside of your Intellivision Running Man, the game is not that impressive, with the robots looking more like walking wrenches. The sounds of the game were also nothing to write home about. Family friendly wise, if the game was re-released today, I anticipate it would get an E for everyone rating. At the time I researched on eBay, including shipping, loose copies were selling for $4 to $5. So what did I think of Dark Cavern? First of all, I must admit that this game controls pretty well and is a lot more action-oriented than Night Stalker on the Intellivision. However, at first I wasn't terribly impressed with the game. I thought it was okay, but not much better than that. However, that changed when I discovered that early on you could actually pursue the robots, hunting them down from behind. Once I discovered how to do this, I found the game was a whole lot more enjoyable. So much so that it became a game that I could easily recommend to other gamers. It's also different enough from Night Stalker on the Intellivision that it's almost a completely different game, so which one I would prefer to play could easily depend on my mood. If I wanted something more deliberately paced, with better graphics and sound, and better atmosphere, I would play Night Stalker on the Intellivision, but if I'm feeling in the mood for more action, I would go with Dark Cavern. So where am I going to rank Dark Cavern? Somewhere in the top 50. I do like the classic Cosmic Arc more at 45, but I will put this over the fun and recently reviewed Skateboarding at 46. So out of the 138 games I've now ranked on the 2600, Dark Cavern is climbing into the 46th position. Dark Cavern is a fun twist on the Night Stalker formula. So what do you think of the game? Whether you agree or disagree with me, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Also feel free to click like and subscribe and follow me both on the Facebook or the Twitter. I'm also a member of the Retro Junkies Network. At this time, I'd like to thank the extraordinary Rick for supporting the show through Patreon. Thanks, Rick! If you appreciate the work I do, please consider joining the League of Extraordinary Patreon Supporters by signing up at patreon.com/NoSwearGamer. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care and watch out for double-headed marching wrenches.